Alright, what's up guys? So I wanted to do this video because I'm actually worried for EA games. And I've always have like talked on like this company is going to fall under. And I honestly think that it's happening. But I will talk on like one thing, but the bigger picture or the main thing I will be talking on is Battlefield because I just feel like that's where I should start off at. And I don't know, maybe I might turn this into a series. I actually did turn this into a series on my podcast, the TMossBoss show, where I had talked on like just all the problems and issues that I've seen from EA games. But no, like they got some serious issues. Like, and the one thing that I did want to talk on briefly is how the people behind like FIFA, or I guess like overall like EA Games is gonna have to come out with another soccer game, because there's like FIFA is like they're like, we're done, like we don't want to do it with you no more. So I'm curious to see how that goes, and curious to see what EA Games is gonna do. But I'm like, I honestly think it's just gonna be the same thing, and it's just gonna pack openings and just no like changes the gameplay or anything. And I know a lot of people are always like, well, what can you do to gameplay? It's like, there's nothing that you can change. There are so many different things that you can do to gameplay. I'm saying, like, change up the scenery, or change up, like, how you play, or just add, like, different modes or stuff that you can do. There are so many different things that you can do if you don't sit down and take the time. Because I'm saying, if the opportunity was given to me to change up FIFA, or whatever EA Games is gonna do with this soccer and stuff, like, bro, I could come up with some stuff. Like, if you sit down and give me the whole day, okay, the whole day to just come up with different modes, different stories, I can come up with some stuff. All right, so I'm just saying that, just with me, that's just what I had to say about it. But no, what I want to really talk about is Battlefield. So, and I don't know if a lot of you guys have played Battlefield, but if you haven't, Battlefield is honestly one of the best titles that EA Games can produce. Like, I'm saying, if we're going to go all the way back, like Battlefield Bad Company 2. Like, that was the first time ever I've played Battlefield, and I was like, bro, this game is amazing. Like, why have I not been playing this? Like, why was this not my first shooter game? Battlefield 3 comes out. I literally traded in like 20 PlayStation 2 games so I could get that game. I was like, nah, bro, I got to play this, okay? I have to. So anyways, Battlefield 3 comes out. Is honestly the greatest game of all time. And then we're greatest shooter game of all time, greatest. Let me correct myself. But it's like the greatest shooter game of all time at that time. Battlefield 4 comes out, and it's all like... Okay, I think I'm good. I don't think I ain't gonna get hit with no double sneeze. Alright. We're good. But anyways, but no, like Battlefield 4 comes out, and it was like, okay, not much of a difference, but it's still a goated game. I was like, nah, man, this game's still good. So I'm like, can't be mad at that. And then, what was the next? I think it was Hardline. Yeah, I think it was Hardline. I remember it was Hardline because that's when I had followed one of my friends on Twitch when that game had came out. And I was curious to see like if Hardline was good or not. And so I think I did get it. And I played it for a little bit. I was like, it's chill, it's cool, whatever. But anyways, and then after that, what was the next Battlefield? Because I think they took a break after Battlefield, after Hardline. In order, all right, Battlefield games in order. I feel like it's a lot more easier to look at. Wait, what? 2142. Also, they tried this futuristic stuff even back then. 2142. They should have just left it at that. Battlefield. So it was Battlefield 1. Alright, so yeah, Battlefield 1 comes out, and it was like, hey, yo, this is crazy. This is some crazy stuff that you guys got going on. And people liked it. I was like, bro, this is sick. Like, this World War I style Battlefield and stuff. Because when I seen it coming out, I was all like, fam. Like, because I think also at that time, too, the trend was like old war games and stuff. So, EA Games is like, okay, we gotta jump on that, that wagon and things. Came out with a older war game, Battlefield 1, and it was a hit. It was like, I think a lot of people had liked it. Then I think when Battlefield 5, they came out with that, and it was like, it didn't hit like Battlefield 1. I mean, it was getting plays. People liked it, but it wasn't hitting like how it did with Battlefield 1. Then last year they like, cause yeah, Battlefield 5 came out in 2018, so they did take another break. And I'm saying, like, that's my thing is like, when you're taking a break with a game and it's like a long, so like 2018, 19, 20, 21, you guys took 3 years off, okay? 3 years off. And if you needed to take more time, it's like, fam, do that. My thing is this: we don't mind going back and playing Battlefield 4. We don't mind going back playing Battlefield 5, 1, none of them Battlefields. We do not mind that, okay? Now, Battlefield 2042, it gets announced. I have reacted to the trailer and I was like, hey, yo, this game looks like it's going to be a game changer. It looks like it's going to be really good. And that's honestly what you guys, the only thing that you guys really need to do is just to make it where multiplayer is playable, and you just add like some different, because like, yeah, you guys had it where like satellites was falling, buildings was falling, like we love that, you know. Then it's like what was that, like that big like giant blimp, like like warplane and stuff. I think that was in Battlefield. I remember people was getting on me saying that it's not a blimp. It's not a. I'm like, it looks like a blimp. Okay, so I'm like, I'm saying I don't know my war, vehicles and machinery and all that stuff. I just go base. First thing that comes to mind. It's like some Family Feud stuff. It's like first thing that comes to mind. That's what I'm gonna call it. But anyways, moving on. All right. But yeah, you had this like big old fiery explosion. This thing crash landing and stuff. I'm saying, that's what you guys need to do with Battlefield 2042. Now, I think they did have a building. They had like some tornado crap going on. But like, it wasn't like in every game. It wasn't like a constant, thing that we was dealing with. Because I can't remember which Battlefield. I think it might have been 3. It might have been 3. Where like you was in like in the middle of a tsunami. Was it 4? It might have been 4. I don't know. I had to go back and play them. But it was like, you're in the middle of a tsunami, bro. And it was like, it was mad raining crazy and stuff. And so I was like, do you guys like have it down? Like you have, I feel like you have the cookbook to make something good, but you don't do it. And it's like, fam, that's why I believe that Battlefield 2042 was just that was like honestly one of the biggest misses that I've seen. That it has to be the biggest miss in Battlefield history. Like, I thought Hardline was getting a lot of hate and negative attention, but I think people will rather play Hardline than Battlefield 2042, and that's sad. It should never be where it's like, you guys learned from you would have thought that you learned from a game that came out. That game came out, I think, in 2015. Okay, so you guys had 6 years of that time, gap of when, and you came out with other games that was better than Hardline, and then you just took like multiple steps back behind Hardline. Because I'm saying, like, Battlefield 2042, in my opinion, that was like, if maybe if Black Ops 4 was coming out, in this time, in 2021 also, then it would, like, be like, oh, okay, then yeah, I can understand. And I'm like, fam, like, you're competing with Call of Duty Black Ops 4, and that game came out, didn't that game come out in 2018? Let me check real quick. Because that was, like, the strictly multiplayer one, yeah. Yeah, that came out in 2018, and I'm like, you guys, why aren't you, like, why are you competing with a game that came out years ago? I don't get that. I don't get that at all. So that's why it was very confusing to me when I seen that, because I was like, what was the goal with Battlefield 2042? Because I'm saying, like, the goal should not be like, 1-2 star ratings on Xbox and PlayStation, and then let's check Steam real quick. Because I think it got like an overwhelmingly negative review on Steam. So let me check Steam. Mostly negative. Like, enjoy it, it needs work, but still funny. There's people out there, it's all like, I feel like it's playable. Because I was able to play it. And I'm like, okay, it's just, honestly, just playing multiplayer and stuff. But I'm saying, I'm like, it should have been something like the previous Battlefield games, where it had a proper storyline. The multiplayer modes, I'm like, okay, cool, but I'm like, not everybody plays multiplayer. Some people may like co-op. Some people might like the battle royale stuff. You gotta add modes in that game where it's like, because then they came out with like the Portal, and I really don't know what that mode. It was like, I guess like you got like Battlefield 1 soldiers going up against Battlefield 3 soldiers, and they got their line of weapons, and you got like the other side and their line of weapons, and you got like these set up game modes and stuff. And I'm like, I guess, I don't know, because I think when I have to like go back and play it again and see what it's all about, because I did install Battlefield 2042. And at some point in time, I do plan on streaming it, just overall like seeing things, how it plays out. But yeah, I'm like, fam, like the game could have been better. Like it could have been very, very better. And I'm like, man, you know, if this is the fall of like EA games, to where it's like, okay, you guys go under, Battlefield don't hit, like, because I feel like they're gonna come out with like one desperate move with Battlefield, another Battlefield game, and it's either going to be good or it's going to be so bad where it's like this company is like, and I'm saying like then with the loss of FIFA and stuff, I'm like, yeah, you guys better come out with like an NBA Live or something, another Sims, because I'm saying you guys, like, because though that's one thing that I have been saying, I'm like, they should come out with like a Sims Online. So I'm like, okay, it's like, you know, if you feel like you're falling under, come out with, this is what you guys can do, I feel like, in my opinion. Come out with a Sims Online, or just overall a free game, okay? Well, I mean, you guys got Apex, but I'm like, you guys need another Apex. You guys need another game that's like gonna get a lot of attention and all that stuff. Do that, okay? Don't try to scam people in the process. Don't try to take more money from us. Come out either with a free game or a paid game, whichever, but come out with something that's gonna bring fans back in. Because it's like, if you guys keep doing this scamming stuff, if you guys keep coming out with these bad games, it's going to get to a point in time where we look up one day and be like, hey, remember that one company, EA Games? I wonder what those guys are doing nowadays. I wonder what games you look it up and they're like, hadn't released a game since the Battlefield 2042. And I'm saying, I'm like, it's going to suck if I see that, but I'm like, hey, I've been saying that stuff for years now. Okay, so I'm saying, like, you guys got to do something, but if not, then hey, it was nice knowing you. You guys did come out with some good games throughout my lifetime, but hey, it's like, you guys don't listen to nobody. You guys just is like, you just do whatever, and then this is what ends up happening. So I'm like, hey, you know what? It's like, if this is what you guys want to do, this is the route that you want to go down, then so be it. Be my guest. But I'm just saying, like, you guys are getting mostly negative like ratings and reviews, and people are just not feeling it and stuff. So it's like, yeah, it's like you spending all this money for a game, and it's like you getting these special editions and all that, and then you're not even playing it. It's crazy, man. So, but anyways, and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.